Guys, let's start with a strap above your knees. Let's start with a block under your left foot. Let's come all the way down, laying onto the floor, bringing your arms down by your sides. Keep your ball nearby. We'll use it in just a moment. We're going to have a long neutral spine, a heavy tailbone and pelvis. Breathe in, let's prepare. As you exhale, then zip through your core and press your knees out. When you do that, maintain that space between your lower back and the floor, and then breathe in back to center. So let's imagine that we are sitting or we're standing and we're creating and keeping this long supported spine. As you exhale and press your knees out, we're not changing the shape of your spine or moving where your hips are on the floor. Inhale back in. Let's do 4 more here. So pressing your core around your spine, 360 degrees to press those knees into the straps. Hold and return. 2 more. Last one. All right, bring those knees to center. Let's move your hips with this. Breathing in to prepare. Exhale to press into both feet, pressing your hips towards the ceiling. At the very top, take a breath in and exhale, round your spine down bone by bone, all the way back to the floor. At the bottom there, breathe in, untuck your pelvis. Exhale, press your hips up. Breathe in and round your spine down. So I know you have an elevated foot on that left side, so your left foot is on the block. I still want equal pressure as you press up, and I want your hips to be level with the ceiling. And then your core to be strong as you round down. 2 more. As we exhale, we press up. Breathe in. Exhale as we round down. 1 more. Let's stay lifted there. Now don't lift so high that you're feeling like you're stressed in your back or your chest. Breathe in and exhale, press your knees out and bring it in. Think of making your waist more narrow as your knees press out. 4 more, relax your shoulders, your neck, and your back. 2 more. Last one. Knees to center, breathe in. Let's round back down, bone by bone. Exhale. All right, moving the block underneath your right foot. Find that neutral. So again, remember that little space with your lower back, your relaxed hips, flat pelvis. Breathe in and zip up your core as you exhale to press your knees out, softening through the ribs and the chest, but not collapsing into that. Inhale and return in. 5 more. Exhale to press out. Four more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Knees come to center, breathe in. Exhale to press into both feet, hips to ceiling. At the top, take a breath in. Exhale, round your spine back. At the bottom, breathe in. Exhale, press up. Breathe in. And exhale, round down. Inhale, release. And exhale, press up. Breathe in. And exhale, round down. We have 2 more. And last one, holding at the top. Breathe in and exhale, press your knees out and in. 6 of these. Soften the shoulders, neck, and upper back. 4 more. 3. And 2. And 1. Back to center, breathe in, round your spine, exhale. All right, we're going to take the strap off, move the block back underneath your left foot, and grab your ball. Place your ball between your knees. Arms are down by your side. Same concept of warming up, so we're in a neutral pelvis. We're going to squeeze the ball, lift your pelvic floor, hug your core, hold, and release. Exhale, think of lifting an imaginary marble, squeezing those knees, and then release. 4 more. Think about where in your body you can relax right now, where you can contract and work. 1 more. Think of lifting through the pelvic floor first, squeezing with the ball second. And now going into a bridge with this. First, I want you to lift your pelvic floor, squeeze the ball, keep that, press your hips up, and lower your hips right back down. Release, breathe in. Exhale, we lift and squeeze, press your hips, and then inhale right back down. 4 more. Exhale, we press into the ball, press your hips to the ceiling, and then inhale, reach your hips back down. Exhale, and breathe in. 2 more, make sure you're not lifting your back or hips more than what your back can handle. So if you start to feel tightness, achiness, just make it a little bit smaller. Don't lift as high. Hold on the next one. Holding there, you're going to squeeze for 6. Release. 5. What can you relax here in your upper body? 4. 3. 2. And 1. Breathe in. Exhale, round your spine down. And we're going to slip that block underneath the right foot. Same concept. So first find that neutral, breathe in. Exhale, lift your pelvic floor, squeeze the ball. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Soften through your upper body, through your ribs. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. All right, taking a breath in, we're going to exhale, lift and squeeze, press your hips straight up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift pelvic floor, squeeze the ball, press your hips to the ceiling, and right back down. Breathe in. Exhale, 3. Release, breathe in. Think of where you're working, where you're relaxing, where you can lengthen. Last 2. And 1 more. Hold at the top. Release and squeeze for 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hold, squeeze, breathe in, exhale, round through your spine, bone by bone, back down. All right, your ball goes aside. Let's take your block and place it between your knees. Make a big wide open angle with your legs. Let's bring your arms to the ceiling and reach back. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, arms reach up to the ceiling, nod your chin, blow your breath, and peel your spine off the floor. Squeezing into the block down. Inhale to stack tall. Exhale, squeeze the block to round down. Bone by bone, slow your roll. Breathe in, reach back. Now, if you need to use your arms behind your legs, that's okay. Make sure you're moving slow enough to use your core, and then if you need those hands, that is absolutely fine. Just work on using that slow core rather than just pulling yourself up quickly. Rounding back, squeeze into your block. Inhale, reach your arms back. 2 more. Exhale, arms to ceiling, nod your chin, blow your breath, squeeze into your block. Breathe in, stack tall. 1 more. All right, staying tall. Let's place your block under your left foot. Take your ball behind your back. The higher the easier, so try to choose a good level for you. Your right foot is right next to the left foot on the block, and hands come behind your head with your elbows forward. Let's start by breathing in to take your chest just half the way back. I want your gaze to stay looking at the angle. So don't look straight up to the ceiling. That means you're arching your neck. So stay just right over those knees at an angle. Keep your elbows forward. Exhale, zip your core round into the ball and lift up. Keep your gaze there so you're not crushing your chest and looking down. Breathe in to come back. So let's go ahead and do 8 here, so 7. And let's think about where this movement really is. So that middle of your spine through your ribs is where I want you to keep that movement. It's not in your hips or your neck. So as you come back, you're lengthening your spine, and as you grow tall, you're returning. Inhale to reach back. Exhale to hug and round those ribs into the ball. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, grow tall. Keeping your neck nice and supported and quiet. Last one. Now let's stay lifted here, breathe in. Exhale, reach your right arm towards your left thigh. Take a breath in and exhale, lift your right leg and right arm. So your hand comes back down towards your left leg. So your hands are diagonal. Exhale, lift arm and leg. Lower both, breathe in. Exhale, lift both. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Now let's stay there. Take your right hand behind your head. Breathe in your chest back. And exhale to lift up. Inhale, chest back. Exhale to lift up. So continue here for about 4 more. Keeping your neck long. 3, 2, and 1. Staying here, breathe in and exhale, extend your leg out, bring your arms up and back. Inhale, return. Exhale, leg out, arms back, and return. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Let's leave your legs straight. Take your hands back behind your head. Lower your leg to the floor. Bring your chest back. Exhale, lift your chest up. Rotate to the right. Reach your left hand to your right knee as you lift your leg. Back to center, drop back, breathe in. Exhale, we lift up, rotate, and reach. And drop it back. 4 more. And breathe. And 2. And 1. Come back to center, bring that knee to your chest and take a breather. Switching the block over, we'll take your left foot to the floor, right foot to the block, and your hands behind your head. Going back to the very beginning, elbows are forward, shoulders are relaxed, keep your chin tucked, and let's just move your spine for 8. Inhale back, exhale back up. Let's think about how you can create the length, but also how you can use your breath. So as you're reaching back, you're inhaling, and I want you to think about expanding those ribs. As you're exhaling, you're zipping up those lower belly muscles. You're blowing your breath out, hugging your ribs into the ball. Inhale, expanding your ribs, lengthening your spine. Exhale, blowing your breath, hugging and rounding the ribs. All the while, you're keeping your neck relaxed. 3 more. This is all upper abdominals. We'll get to your lower abdominals next. I want you to be feeling this right where the ball is, so right behind the ribs. Hold on the next one, breathe in. Exhale, lift your left leg up. And lower back down. Exhale, lift. And down. 4 more. Keep your chest lifted. 3, 2, hold your leg lifted. Inhale, chest back. Exhale, lift your chest up for 6. Inhale back, chin stays tucked, grow tall. Exhale, round up. 4 more. And 3. 2. And hold at the top, breathe in. Exhale, extend your leg, reach your arms up and back. Inhale, return. Exhale, extend. Here's 4. 5. And 6. Lead your legs straight, lower it to the floor, bring your hands behind your head, bring your chest back. Lift up, twist left, reach your right fingers to your left knee, lifting that leg up as well. Breathe in back. Exhale, zip, round, twist, and then reach that knee. 4 more. And 3. 2. And 1. Come back to center. Bring that knee to your chest to take a little bit of a breather. And then let's grab behind your leg and help yourself up. Switching things around a bit, let's take the block to the end where your head is. Take your strap above your knees. And let's keep your roller in front of the mat. And of course, if you don't have all these props, just go ahead and modify as best you can. The roller is really just there for your upper body, your upper arm, and then the block is for your neck. Again, they don't have to be used. Your bottom waist is lifted from the floor, hips are stacked. Let's breathe in, prepare, and exhale, open your top knee. Make sure your hip doesn't fall back. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Exhale, glue your knee and lift your foot Hold 4, make sure your hip doesn't go forward. 2, 1, drop your foot. Exhale, lift your whole leg. Reach long through your knee. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start that whole sequence again. So on your inhale, prepare down. Exhale, glue your heels together. Open your knee to hold 4. Strong core. 3, 2, 1. Bring your knee down. Glue your knee together. Exhale, open your foot. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your foot. Breathe in. Exhale, your whole leg lifts, reaching long through the knee. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Let's continue. Let's place your hand on your top hip for this set. As you glue your heels, open your top knee. Don't let your hip fall back. Make sure that hand is keeping that up. 3, 2, 1. Bring your knee down. Glue your knees together. Open your foot. Make sure that hip doesn't roll forward. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your foot. Breathe in. Make sure now your hip doesn't collapse and crunch your waist. Lift your whole leg. Reach long. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, turning this all into pulsing. So we're going to glue those heels together. From your core, exhale, stabilize to open your knee. Hold it there and pulse it open for 8. Halfway down. Open 7, 6. Bottom waist is lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee down. Breathe in. Exhale, lift just your foot and pulse that for 8. Make sure your hip is stacked. 7, 6, 5. Bottom waist is lifted. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And your whole entire leg lifts from your core. Press it up, holding and pulsing for 8. Long waist. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's slip your top leg out of the strap. Take it onto the roller. Let that hip relax for a moment. Straighten your bottom leg. Bottom leg is going to lift straight up towards the ceiling. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down and press it up again. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Again, we press it up. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Last time. Exhale, press it up. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse 8, up and down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold at the top and circle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower that leg down. Use your hands, help yourself up. Place your strap back above your knee, and let's turn around. Block goes underneath your head if you would like. Roller is there for your upper body. Bottom waist is lifted, knees are bent. Breathing in, prepare. Let's keep that top hip stacked. Glue your heels. Exhale, press your top knee open. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Lower down. And press your knees together. Foot lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, we're just holding for 4. Apologies. Lower down. Your entire leg lifts. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Heels glued together, press it open, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes down, hold together, press your foot open, hold for 4, 3. Make sure you're pressing it to the point where it needs. 1, lower down. Your whole leg lifts, press it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, glue those heels together, press it open, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Heels together, press it open, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, press it up, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Going into now pulses, glue those heels together, open your top knee, hold it there and pulse it up for 8, 7. Make sure those hips are stacked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glue your knees together, lift your foot, and pulse for 8. Hips are stacked. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Press your whole leg up, long waist, and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Take your top foot out of the knee, out of the strap. Take it to the roller and straighten your bottom leg. Bottom waist is lifted. Let's lift up your bottom leg and hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Again, lift your leg up and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. 2 more. Exhale, we press it up. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. 1 more. Exhale, press it up. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching the direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's now move the block. Grab your ball. We'll place your roller at the end of your mat. You can take your strap off. We're going to place your feet on the roller. And place your ball under your hips. Let's take your legs to a tabletop. The higher the ball is towards your back, the harder it is to stay supported. So move that ball down if you need some more support. If you'd like to challenge your balance, you can take your arms up towards the ceiling. We're going to be dropping your feet so they're at a 90-degree angle, keeping your ribs anchored. Let's breathe in, prepare. Exhale, bring your right foot down towards the roller. Make sure your ribs stay anchored and lift it back up. So I want the roller there for these first ones to keep it controlled. And I want you to use your exhale to lower your leg. So exhale, right leg lower, zip up those tight pants in that lower belly and anchor through your ribs. So I want you to imagine a large corset is cinching your waist. Exhale, left leg reaches down and back up. And right leg. And left. We have 2 more. Right. And left. All right, take your left hand to the front of your left knee, bringing that knee into your chest just a little. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, press gently knee and hand into each other as you extend your right leg and right arm away from each other. And return. Let's switch. Right hand to thigh, left hand to ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, press right hand into your thigh and extend your left leg and arm. And return. Switching as you exhale. Right hand to thigh, left hand and leg reach apart. Return. Left hand to thigh, right arm and leg reach apart. 4 more. Exhale, press into that right thigh, extend your left leg. Keeping your ribs anchored, press into your left thigh, extend your right. And last 2. Last 1. Let's bring your hands to the insides of your knees, straighten your arms, press your knees apart from each other, and relax. Relax your neck, your core, your arms, your chest, and breathe. 2 more deep breaths. Let's bring those knees back together. Bring your arms to the ceiling. Breathe in and exhale, extend just your right leg out in line with your foot. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your leg down. Bring it back up to your foot's level. Inhale. Exhale, just your right leg lowers and returns. Inhale back up. 4 more. Think about your core deepening, deepening, deepening to lower the leg and return. 2 more. And last one. Switching sides. Left leg extends to foot level. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Zip up through your core and return up. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. Last 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring your knees to your chest. Take your hand or your feet back to the roller. Let's slip your ball out. Let's take your right ankle in front of your left thigh. Hold on to the back of your left leg. Let's stay here for 4 more breaths. Try to relax your upper body. Focus on your breath. Slowly release and switch legs. Last 2 breaths. All right, releasing that stretch. Let's take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Take your right arm wide on the floor. Let your feet fall to the roller and then let your knees fall to the floor. Pull your top knee to the floor a little further, look towards your hand, and try to lay that shoulder on the ground. Take a couple deep breaths here. So have some gentle pressure on that hand, pushing your knee into the ground. Okay, gently support yourself back through the center. Lift those knees up again. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Open your left arm wide. Let those legs fall to the side, keeping them on the roller if you like. Bringing that top knee into the ground a little further. And then twisting towards the left. Laying that left shoulder on the floor and breathe. Okay, coming back to the center. We're going to grab a strap or a ring. Straighten out the roller so that one leg is on the roller and one leg is in the ring up towards the ceiling. Dropping toes to chest, heel to ceiling. Rotate your leg inward, make it a little bit of cross. Keep pulling toes to chest more than anything, and try to keep both your hips down. On that, bring your leg back in, switching. Bring toes to chest, heel to ceiling. Relax your upper body here. Rotate your toes inward and take your leg across. Keep pulling toes to chest. And back in, we're going to get rid of that ring. Move the roller all the way in and let's place your hips on top of it. Bring your knees into your chest. Hold on to one knee and let the other leg fall to the floor into a stretch. Letting your hips stretch up and over the roller. Reach your heel to the floor, long leg. Slowly release, switching side. Okay. We're going to bring that leg back in, take the roller out, and turn onto your belly. Now that we're stretched on that whole back side and front side. So I'd like you to use a block. If you don't have a block, you can use a pillow. Something small to reach on top of. So let's put the block on the left side. So if you were to reach both of your arms overhead, it's going to be under your left hand. We're going to take your arms into a goalpost bent position. Your legs are about hip distance apart. I want us to start looking straight to the ground, so tuck your chin. We're going to squeeze your glutes to lift up your right leg. Lift up your belly button, your chest, and your left arm. Hold there, breathe in. Exhale, reach over that block with your left hand, so you're above it. Inhale, bend, and exhale, lower down. So repeat that on the same side. Exhale, squeeze both glutes to lift your right leg. Lift your belly button to lift your chest. Lift your left arm, squeezing shoulder blade to back pocket. Inhale, reach over the block. Exhale to bend and lower down. Exhale, squeeze your glutes to lift your right leg. Core, lift your chest. Left arm, shoulder to back pocket. Breathe in, reach over head, over the block. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lower. Exhale, 2 more. Lift your leg, your chest, your arm. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, bend to your back pocket and lower down. 1 more. Inhale, reach over block. Bend it back and lower down. Now let's move that block over your right, under your right hand. Switching sides, breathe in, squeeze both glutes, lift your left leg, your chest, your right arm. Take a breath in, exhale, reach over the block. Inhale, bend, exhale, lower down. Breathe in, we exhale, squeeze our glutes, lift your left leg and chest, right arm. Inhale, reach over the block. Exhale, bend, and inhale, lower down. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your left leg, chest, right arm. Inhale, reach over the block. Exhale, bend, lower down. 1 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend, and lower down. For just 4, we're doing everything. So breathe in, squeeze your glutes, lift your legs, your belly button, your chest, your arms. Reach your arms wide and back. Maybe lift your chest a little. Bend again and lower. 3 more. Exhale, lift your legs and your chest and your arms, holding there. Squeeze shoulders to back pockets. Inhale, extend your arms wide and back. Lift your chest a little if you can. Bend your arms and lower everything. 2 more. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your legs, lift your chest, lift your arms, shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach back towards your toes and bend and lower. 1 more. Inhale, reach, and exhale, bend and lower. Use those hands, help yourself up. Let's press back to an open knee, child's pose, dropping your chest to the floor. Walk your upper body to the right, dropping that left shoulder and chest to the floor. And over to the left, dropping right shoulder and chest. Coming back to center. On your hands and knees, you can stay in the same direction. I'm just going to turn. Open your right leg wide, palm of the or sole of the foot to the floor. Stretching through that inner thigh of the right leg. You're welcome to sit back a little or bend your elbows to increase that stretch. And slowly switch. Left sole of the foot to the floor. Dropping that inner thigh to the floor. Sitting back or bending the elbows if you need to. And returning back in, we're going to come to a zigzag position. Stretching through your side first, the hand next to your shin to the floor, reach up and over, gentle pressure into the floor, reach that upper arm up and over. And coming back up. Now take your chest over the knee that's bent in front. Keep your chest reaching long, stick your bum back. Twist gently behind yourself. So you should be feeling this in the hip that you're bent over. And come back up, switching that zigzag. First on the side where the shin is, place your hand to the floor and stretch up and over. Coming back up. Take your chest right over that knee. Open that spine long, twist slightly behind yourself. And then coming back up, we're gonna finish the last 5 or so minutes on the roller. So we're gonna start sitting on it, bringing your hands behind you. So before we get into rolling the hips out, we'll turn this into a little bit of a core exercise. I want your fingers facing away from each other. You're gonna lift up out of those shoulders, and let's take your left leg to a tabletop. And then your right leg, and on your exhale, you're going to lower one leg. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, lower the other leg. Stay lifted out of your shoulders and return. Exhale, lower. Return, keep going. Feel your core deepening to lower the leg to stabilize your spine. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Let's keep that leg down, lower your other leg. Bend your right ankle on top of your left thigh, lean onto your right hip, and roll up and down that hip. Just bringing some blood flow to the muscles here. Okay, switching to the other side. And then coming back to the center, we're now going to place your hips to the floor. Take the roller behind you. Take your hands behind your head. Lift your hips up and roll the roller up and down. Now, 2 things to think about. Keep your elbows forward and think about rolling up and over. So you're looking at the ceiling as you roll up your back. And then you're going to look at your knees as you roll down. You can stretch your quads a little so that when you roll up to your neck, you can stretch those thighs by going a little bit further. Last 2, again, just bringing blood flow to this area. And last one, we'll drop the hips down. this time we're gonna lay on your thighs, you're on your forearms, and you're gonna roll towards your knees and back towards your hips. We'll do this for 6. Two more. And then to finish, we'll lay the roller the full distance, up and down. And I want you to lay your spine, bum on one side, head on the other. And you'll reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And we're just gonna go right into circles, taking your arms back, fingertips to the floor, and slowly circle your arms around. Reaching back up, breathing in, reaching back, and circling around. Last 3. Last one. We're gonna reach those arms back and bend your elbows. Try to keep your fingers on the floor. Hang out where it feels like it's a great stretch for your chest. Relax your neck and have your hands feel heavier than your elbows. Let's stay about 4 deep breaths. This is the last thing we're doing. Let gravity just open up those shoulders, roll those shoulders back, relax your neck. One more time. Slowly bring those arms in, and then you can roll to one side off the roller and help yourself up. I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day. Sorry, we had to have a recording today, but we'll see you on Friday in person, or not in person, but live. Okay, thanks you guys, bye.